When did you start recording as well? Let's make sure that goes through. There we are. Pretty certain that's live. It's an excellent connection apparently. Probably because I'm an excellent person. Okay, let's have a look at Discord. There we go. You are well. Okay. Well, that is great to hear. Right, where are we? I was reading the news this morning. Having a little look at the old Reddit. It's pretty crap. It's pretty crap. So Proxmox dev.3, yes. This is the box. So we're going to carry on with building the appliance today. Is that the right box? Seems to be not even the right password, let alone the right box. Oh, hang on. V authentication. No. No, logging into the wrong thing. Virtual machines is the box we talked about last week. It's the that's right. Yeah, the appliance. Yeah. That's exactly correct. It is indeed the appliance. Ooh. Okay, how do I get rid of that? That's annoying. Yeah, I've been doing more thinking on it. And I've been testing a few things. And now I think on size test, I think I've got a what's it called? 1, 2, 6, 8. Oh, what box is that? Is that 2? Well, hang on. 101, 110? Oh, 88. It'll be 88 because it's in the garage. Oh, yeah. And then could be this one. It is this one. This is an Alpine Linux mirror that I set up just to test sort of what that looked like, really. Haven't got it working yet, so I'll have to test this today. Well, when I say I haven't got it working, I just haven't completed it. So I tried to just mirror version 3.21. The idea is that I want an Alpine Linux mirror actually on the appliance itself, so that you can install packages. I don't know if that's overkill though. It might be. I'm not too sure. It's not really too big. It's, what are we looking at? 180 gig if I've cloned it properly, if I've done it properly. It's about 180 gig. So I'm thinking that if it has 180 gig, if it uses 250 gig of space, let's just say there's a few things missing. But then we have virtual machines that can pop in and install things sort of at a whim. I reckon that would be quite good. I reckon that would enable students to install their own stuff. Students would be able to install their own stuff. Okay, what else do I need to try on this? So I guess I need to try a couple of things then. First of all, I guess I'm going to need another. Oh, did I base it on that one? Oh, that's a good point actually. How do you get the running release? Alpine release. I don't think so. I think you just made that up. Okay, maybe not. Okay, 3.21.3. I think this is because I created a brand new VM from a new ISO. 3.2. Or maybe I did an upgrade then. Alright, what happens if I create one from here? Let's just go mirror test. clone it in. Where are we? Mirror test, did you start up? There you go. What have you been up to, lad? How's work? Trouble. Trouble is here. Still on holiday. Whoa, nice. Definitely not going to be that default password for sure. It's going to be this one. All right. So this is 3.2. So my template is 3.2. So what if I do a APK upgrade? Can I do an APK upgrade in place? Still playing Baldur's Gate 3. Down. I sort of stopped. I got through a little bit. I need to go back and pick up one of my playthroughs. But I sort of stopped. Upgrade release. I never got past. Oh, hey Dragon. Yeah, I never get past Act 1 either. I never make. Do you actually get to Baldur's Gate? I never made it. I never make it. Okay, set up app repos. Okay, see what this does. Act 3, bloody hell. How many people you got to have sex with before you get there? Find and use the fastest mirror, show a mirror list. Use a random mirror, exit, okay. So then let's just go through and see what the actual, I can't get over the combat. I don't really enjoy turn-based. I don't mind turn-based, though one thing I will say about it is I hate the fact you only get one action. But I guess it sort of makes sense. It's essentially D&D, right? At the end of the day, it is pure D&D, isn't it? Like 5e or something. But it's the fact you only get one action. Sort of, with different builds. Okay, you get more attacks. Yeah, okay. That was the other thing as well. I got to the swamp with the lady in it. It took me time. Well, sorry, no, not correct. I got to the bit where the big dragon is, and you go over the bridge. And then when I went to go to the next area, it was like, you are significantly under level. I think it was like level 6 or something. And I was like, okay, but I've done most of this area that I'm in. So I had to go back, and I had to go back to like and then I found the swamp. I found an area, and then there's the swamp. Almost like impossible to do any of those. If I come across anything, if the NPCs would fast forward their turn, it might have worked for me. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a thing as well. It takes too long for a turn to go through. You're waiting for the NPCs, and you're just like, I actually just want you to make a decision really quickly. Just don't animate it, just show me, just do it, and then let me just go, okay, cool, what are the consequences of my actions? I agree. Level 7 to 9 for Act 2. I see. Yeah, manual editing, yeah. Okay, at times it's required to first upgrade just Alpine Linux package manager itself. I'm going to upgrade this Alpine and then create a new template from it. I'll create a new Alpine based template. I'll create 903. Yeah, I'll create 903. Let's go edit, and then we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're not gonna use my own mirror though, because I've not set it up properly. I just want to get a template in place for now. Today the updating repository index, APK update. Yeah, okay, so it did do an update, that's fine. Upgrade APK tools, okay, add upgrade APK tools. Sweet, alright. and then just an APK upgrade. APK upgrade dash dash available. Okay. Oops. Whether that type. APK dash dash upgrade. Oops daisy. Upgrade dash dash available. Mirror test. Oh, I can't do it on this one, can I? Because it'll be called mirror test. Damn. Let's just see if it works anyway then. Okay. The others use the full 12 packages to upgrade, even if they have the same version number. Sometimes changes in Marcel require this. All services have been upgraded, need to be restarted. If the kernel's upgraded, required to reboot. Upgrade version. Upgrade to Edge, sync and reboot. Okay. That's what that sync does. Sync. And then obviously know what reboot does. 20 enemies, each enemy like 10 seconds, they combine well. I just go off and make a coffee. Yeah, I agree, the combat. I wonder if there's a mod for it. Why don't you look to see if there's a mod for it? Yeah, Alpine Linux 3.21. Amazing. Okay, cool. That was easy enough to do. I'm going to create a new clone. Can't be thin, no. It needs to be a full clone. It needs to be 903. And then I want to call it Alpine Linux. I'm not going to go with base though. 2025 to 05 18. Okay. 0.1. 2025 05 18 1. Yes. Okay. Clone. Yeah, there's so many mods. They specifically made it to be heavily moddable because I believe they pretty much haven't they pretty much walked away from the game now, the developers. Anyway, yeah, I did find it a bit. Also found the I had it in story mode, like literally the easiest sort of. I just want a narrative because I do enjoy just a good story, and still found it was like not too hard, but you had to really like it was hard just to get through a fight. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe my gear is really bad or something. Google speed up mod result. House of Grief is aptly named due to the severe loss of patience you will be experienced while you wait an hour for 20 Shah worshippers to finish doing their cha-cha slide. Oh, I love it. That's hilarious. So clearly it's a problem. I do think that the combat's too slow. There are mods on Nexus Mods, and they have added a mod mode to the game. Yeah, I did see that final. I saw that it was specifically referred to as the final patch, and I thought, okay, that's basically them saying you can mod out any bugs going forward, basically. Now, don't get me wrong, they've done an amazing job with the game. I think they are in a position where they can do that now. All right. Okay, what was the option again? It was APK repos. It was just -u, wasn't it? So I could just edit this myself, to be honest, but that's okay. Right, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna think. Sweet. Let's have a little remembrance. See if we can remember APK. It was update, install, upgrade, app tools, APK tools. No. Okay, what was it again? Add. Sorry, not install. Keep forgetting APK's got add and not install. Yeah. Okay, and then it was add and then upgrade and then reboot. Okay. APK upgrade dash available. Oh, for Christ's sake. Are you typing in that window or not? Okay. On the first look, it doesn't look like there's a mod like that The House of Grief is just a zone in the game. Oh, okay. Oh, right, so it literally only affects one zone. Must be a way of speeding up the combat. See, when combat gets that slow, what it does for me is it makes me just want to cheat. And it makes me just want to be like so silly powerful that I can just wipe out the enemies super quick and I can just get through it because I just want a story. I really like a good story. And so for me it's like, oh, okay, I go into a fight and there's like 12 of them. And in fact, when I see a fight and I get into a fight and there's 12 of them, I'm like, cool, I've lost this one then, because they're just crazy good, even on narrative mode. You know, like when 4 of them get to take a hit on one guy first, that guy's pretty much down to about 5% health. The mage or something, or, you know, the cleric. And the fact that they do the whole... Again, it's D&D, right? So I don't really like the whole cantrip versus spell. And you only get to do like a spell once or twice, is it? And it takes, and then it's gone, and you got to do a short rest or a long rest. It's like, ugh. That's another thing as well. Yeah, she does sort of just like, oh, you missed, and that's another thing. Yeah, it's like you really rely on not even just Shadowheart, just anything hitting, and then when it doesn't hit, you're like, okay, cool. You don't get to go again now for 16 turns. 16 things are now going to beat on your ass. And then you miss again on the next one, and you're like, oh my god. So you got to really look at you've got to really examine everything to make sure that you can. You got to. Oh, that's the wrong thingy. I'll just shut you down. Boom, go. Yay, B. You got to examine everything to make sure you're hitting it with the right thing, and like, okay, should I spawn a sword or a blunt weapon, or well, some of my attacks are electrical. You're not vulnerable to that, okay. Yeah, but that's using the pre-build party. You can just use one of the pre-build characters, and in narrative mode, that should be more than enough to get you through. That's literally the point of the mode. And all she does is miss. But yeah, I agree. Like with D&D, building a good party is important. But how do you build a party for all circumstances? Because I'm pretty certain the game has been developed so that if you have a party that's really good, and then one of them performs really well at killing things, I'm pretty certain if you then go up against 12 mobs, I'm pretty certain there's aggro. So you can just, so the NPCs will just hit that one person who's really highly effective against them, and then isn't your party just essentially fucked at that point? Lock the fuck in! Misses. Yeah, that's about right. I like the little goblin. It's just like, oh. Alright. What have I got here? Let's convert you to a template. So what I'll do then is I need to now test this mirror. So let's go over to this mirror test. In fact, let's go over to the size test. What I need here now is APK add. I think I've got Nginx, I think. Okay. Has use of an AoE taunt now. Oh, that's good. Don't get me wrong as well, I did watch a lot of videos on how to build a good party and like mistakes not to make in the game and stuff. So I sort of went out of my way to watch at least a couple of hours worth of content on like simple things like, oh, you can pick this up, and did you know you can stand on top of a barrel to get height advantage? And it's like, okay, it makes sense, I guess. It's a bit dumb, but I guess it does make sense. And like understanding, oh, you can examine and look at the weaknesses, and if if they're stood in water, electrify the water, they get electrocuted, and it's like, yeah, it makes sense, I guess. Oh, I'm talking like I played like last week. This is me sort of moving on from the game last week. Well, not moving on. It's just there. I'm gonna go back to it. Really? How'd you do that? Create a cannon, as in the item goes through the air, as like a literal cannonball. Or do you mean you pass it to one character and then they use it, and then you pass it to another character and then they use it each turn, and then if it's a super powerful item, then you can just keep doing it? So there's no... okay. Actually, let's go to... Actually, what we'll need to do is go to Alpine Mirror. Okay, yeah. And then there's an Nginx section. Don't care about light HTTPD. I guess I could use light HTTPD. I'm only sort of testing at the minute. Although I don't want to download 170 gig again because it does take days. So this mirror I might actually use to then create another mirror. A passes to B, passes to C, passes to D, D throws it at E, because how math works. And the distance traveled, it would be a cannon bullet. What? So it just stores the kinetic energy. One person throws it to the next, and this kinetic energy stores. That's not how math works. That's confusing as hell. That's clearly that's got to be a bug. I've heard of some wild things in D&D. That's madness. But again, okay. Sounds fun at the same time. Sounds like you can have fun with it at the same time. Okay, light HTTPD. Alrighty. Okay, and then we've got dir listing, dir hyphen listing. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I'll do that. It might actually just be here. No, it's not. You tricked me. Oh, hang on. Have you got to actually enable that? Enable dir listings by uncommenting the following line. Mod dir listing. Activate. Okay. But do I need those? Oh, they're just comments, right? Okay, I see what they've done with the comments there. Because that's not confusing at all. Say env. Set, yeah, response headers. Set env to add response header plus equals. What do you want to do? Cache control. Okay. Nope. Cache control must revalidate. Okay. Oh, hang on. Revalidate. Yeah, okay, to get that right. Okay, RC service. Really? Light HTTPD. Fuck's sake. Okay. You okay? You started okay? Great. That's the update. Sweet. Okay. You may wish to consider dark HTTP. Why would you do that? Why would you put that there? Like after you're going through and set it all up. Yeah, I guess the dungeon master can say no, right? That's hilarious, that comic though. I didn't even realize. Yeah, you're right. She does actually miss a lot. Is she better in patch 8? Asking D, I don't need that. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's Alpine Linux. Okay. So I wonder if I now put it in the right place, because I did sort of put it somewhere else. Let's have a look. Var do we do a local host htdocs? Okay. What we got in here? Based there we go. Var do we do / localhost. Okay. Pretty certain I didn't do that. Oh, localhost. I just did mirror. Okay. Oh, I hope you heard that. RC service. Set env add response header ignored. Warning, unknown config key. Really? The config key that you have commented in your... What? You don't know what that key is, but... No. Set env.add. Go to it. Set env.add response header. You don't know what that is, but you provided it. Hang on. Also mod. Also set case control. Oh, okay. On comment mod. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Have you just got a mod? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I must not have enabled that. Sweet, sweet, sweet. There you go. Sweet. Access log. Ooh, what else is there? Simple vhost. User deflate. SSO. Okay. Yeah, nice. Restart. Okay, no problems this time. No warnings. Great. I always kill her because she is so bloody annoying. Really, I think she's pretty hot. I always keep her. I'd imagine she's easy to kill as well. She's constantly missing stuff. Where are we? We'll play a little bit actually in a bit. We'll let me get this up and running, and then I want to get this mirror tested as working, and then you can show me the ropes of creating a party if you want. Where's the mirror test? All right, let's get in here. What are we on? What are we looking at here? 53? Okay. So, this is interesting. 53. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And then we got size test here, which I think I set to... Yeah, I did set to 111, didn't I? 110. Yeah. Oh. Huh? Okay. How are you? But didn't I? Oh, no. Oh, I see. 88. So, oh yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just getting confused by IP addresses. So if I use mirror test here, 89, and then I pointed at 88, yeah, that will work from a networking perspective. Sorry, I always forget what can and can't talk to what. 192.168.89 dots. What was it again? Sorry, 53. Okay. Yes. Yes, I do accept. Alrighty. Is audio coming through okay, by the way? No issues or anything? You did a whole playthrough with her, really? That sounds like that would have been a nightmare for you. Sounds like you hate her. Ugh. Yeah, I know it's wrong because I felt my finger type it wrong. Really? Okay then, we won't bother with that then. We will go straight to here. Sorry, I got these load it up in a password manager. Really? Okay. Okay. You are based on a template that has the password set, but if you're so that makes sense actually, because I don't think oops, actually I just set you to something simple for now, because I just need to get in. Oops. Thank you very much. Next time you can go fuck yourself. Okay, Alpine APK, sorry, what am I talking about? Repositories, and then it's using that one there, so technically then, shouldn't I be able to go slash mirror, so then it should serve as Alpine 331. Okay, let's have a look. So Alpine 3, no such file or directory. Alright, so let's have a look why then. Because I don't think I quite set up the mirror correctly. Okay, so it has to be mirror Alpine. So what are you actually going to go and look for though? Slash Alpine. So you looked for Alpine 321. Yeah, so you went to Alpine version 3.2.1 main and came to the conclusion that you couldn't find x86 64, and you couldn't find that. Okay. Which does exist. Right. Maybe I can't access the file. Just see if I can do it from here. Okay. Oh, of course. VI repositories. I think actually that needs to be inside of let's go to here. dl-cdn.alpinelinux.org. Okay, update. Great. APK cool. So let's go back to 404 not found. Interesting. Okay, what happens if you just go to what if you go what if you go to /mirror? No. Okay. I wonder if it must be a permissions issue, right? Okay. 404, trying to get to Alpine. 404. Okay. There we go. conditions, yeah, that should be fine. So what happens if I just try and go not found? Okay, that's interesting. So you're hitting 110. Next that, just make sure 80 is running. Hitting 88110. It is listening on 80, right? Yeah, sweet. Okay, it must be the config in here then. The action ready makes sure next action instant. A turn in D&D. A turn in D&D is 6 seconds. You put characters in line doing ready to get the rock and pass it to the next person because each person takes 5. So if eat the rock will travel that distance instant, but turn still takes 6 seconds. If you have 10 turns to do this, the rock would travel 50 feet per 6 seconds. The more characters you add, the more speed increases. That's the math. That's insane. That's insane. It's just not even... What? Okay, based... I mean, it can't just move everything. Let me just... We'll go back to that, and then we'll go restart. And then we'll do that, and then we'll go back to the mirror. And then we'll look at this code here. HC docs Alpine, okay. Okay, HC docs. Okay, Alpine. So just move. Mirror Alpine to here. That did not take that long. What? Okay. So now then, yeah, that's not gonna work. Still 404 not found. So, oh, because I've got a mirror in there now. Okay, 200. Okay, interesting. So it must be a setting somewhere that I've not considered. That that makes it go and look at a. Because I've never really used like HTTPD. I've heard of it. I'm only using it because they've just sort of gone, yeah, you should use this. I've not even set up. Oh yeah, HT. That's what I was looking for. Server root based plus HT docs. So that's what it was looking for. That makes sense. That's why it wasn't working. Index files, index HTML. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you could probably make one of those to lock down a mirror pretty tight. Great. So now let's go VI repositories. I'm gonna do APK update. Okay. So if I do Vim, APK add Vim, Vim. Okay. APK add cool. Yeah, you already had that anyway. IRSSI. Required by world. Okay. I think I have community as well, actually. Sweet. So what I attempted to do with the mirror is effectively it's 3.7 terabytes if you want to mirror Edge, Bleeding Edge, version 3.0 right through to version 3.21 of Alpine Linux, and every single architecture. Because I understand the nature of this appliance to be fixed in place, I know for a fact that I don't need to support every single architecture because the CPU is x86, so they'll have AMDs in there. So I know they're not going to be ARM based, and therefore I don't need to support any esoteric architectures. So I've not fully optimized it, but I did. Is it periodic? Yeah, daily. Yeah, sweet. I did augment the script to basically have this huge list of exclusions. So got rid of all of version 2, pretty much every version 3. You'll see here that I've got 20 and 2020, and then I jumped to 22. That's because inside of here is 21. That's what I want to use. But I had to go through and get rid of all of this stuff. I had to go in and add all of this stuff in. Actually, that should have main in front of it. That's interesting. That never worked. So star/r AR64 star didn't stop it from pulling community/AR64 star, which was really annoying. Really annoying. But once I got this in place and executed it, it worked. I actually don't know if that's been running daily. It should have been. Ruby and messages. Ooh, there we go. What's going on here? 15 minutes. User root pit. Let's have a look at that in a bit more detail. Run path 15. Accept the password for. Maybe it hasn't got to the point where it's run daily yet. Or maybe it's not doing it at all. I should do the hourly one probably. Anyway. Periodic, daily. Let's run it now, just see what it does. I should augment that script to just be a bit, to log somewhere, so it's getting, see it's getting risk 64. It's like, how many of these things have I got to keep adding in before you stop doing that? And I'm pretty certain that's in there. No, oh, yes. Isn't it that one? The one above it? Risk V64. So there's V-Risk 64 and Risk V64 and Risk 64. Amazing. Okay. So now if I run it again, it should ignore that. Oh, there's a lock file in place. RM, yeah. Oh, actually, you know what I just realized? It never runs. Of course it never runs. In fact, isn't that a bug in the mirror script? Or does flock deal with that when it finishes executing? Good question, Paul. Can you just exclude all and then include just what you want? I think you can, but I wanted to use what they're doing just to see how much work is involved. It was more of an experiment more than anything, but I did think there must be a way of just including what you want. Yeah. I am going to do that. I'll look that up actually while we are seeing include. Whoops. Include, exclude. Yep. Include. The problem is that exclude says to exclude directory, so else never examines the content. I think the closest thing include/exclude. Yeah, let's do include, and then exclude all. That's the thing. If you exclude everything, then it never examines anything. But if you do it in the right order, which will include all directories and all files matching, but no other files. Okay. So you have to put some includes first. Or come before the exclude. Okay. Yeah, alright, let me give that a try in a bit. Wonder how long that'll take. Oh, Ansible 11. Nice. That was one of the reasons why I wanted them to be able to install packages, because I want the students to be able to be, because they've got an Alpine Linux based virtual machine that they can play with as a systems administrator, and I wanted them to be able to install things on it. So I wanted them to be able to, even though they don't have the internet, I want them to be able to come along and be like, okay, I want to install this, I want to install that, and they can look at the package list. So I will need to find a package list thing actually. What's this in here? Other architecture services, content, DNS. I'm going to see if I can clone. I'm going to host this repository, this wiki somewhere. Alpine Linux installed. Distance mode, internet connection, unless the packages have been prefetched into a local cache. Yeah. Non-root user. The community repository must be enabled. Desktop general design for power. It's built to be small, resource efficient. If you feel the default is too lightweight for a desktop to use, you don't know what Alpine Linux would look like as a actual desktop distribution with KDE Plasma. I reckon that'd be a bit nuts, to be honest. Alpine Keeper Basics, or referred to wiki, docs.alpine.org. Okay, so they've got a separate thing which is docs.alpine.org. Okay, cool. I think Alpine's a good repository for them to learn, a good distro for them to learn, because it requires a little bit of extra thinking, but also it's used by so many freaking Docker containers. Installation, user handbook. Oh, they've got a full-blown user handbook, but what does it actually? It seems a bit simple. Is that the whole book? Okay. This page isn't okay. Oh, right, it's a version 0.1a, which I assume means alpha. IRC channel, improvement. You can join the Alpine Linux Docs IRC channel. Wow, they're still using our IRC. That's probably why they're not getting a whole lot of contributions to it, unless they started it like last week. It hasn't been touched for a year. Okay. Documentation playbook. User handbook 1 month ago, I should say. I find it easy to think like an ACL or firewall rule with the implicit deny at the end, but I still get frustrated with RBAC with all those role overlaps and overrides. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's sort of why I like AWS's deny, allow, deny. Everything's just denied unless you specifically allow it, or unless something explicitly denies it. I sort of like that model. Like you don't allow it, it's denied. I sort of like that model. This is the Antonio component for the Alpine. Primary focus on installations. Yeah, it's not been touched for a long time, so that's pretty much dead. Or refer to wiki for more details. What's this? It's what we're on already, but I'm just trying to. Okay, interesting. So if I click up here, then I get that, and if I go to tutorials and how-tos, I get to here. Okay, so you get other architectures, don't care, services. Okay. Services are arranged after loader, okay. Content management systems, okay, cool. It's basically telling you what it has. WordPress, yikes. Moodle, databases, DNS. Let's see if we can install okay, that's still going. MariaDB, okay, so it uses MariaDB or MariaDB or however the friggin' hell you pronounce that thing. DNS setting up. Yeah, okay, it's got a DNS server built in. It's kind of funny as well because the kids could set up their own DNS server and be like, hey, guys should use my DNS server, and then do very naughty things. HTTP and web services. Where are we? Script proxy, Tomcat IRC. They could set up an IRC server. We'll see what the teacher thinks of that. Hosting services on Alpine. That's what I did as a kid. Web servers and IRC servers. How I learned networking. Remote administration. Webmin. PHP pgadmin. Oh, PHP pgadmin. I did not know that was a thing. I want to stick. In fact, can someone do some quick looking up for me? I did do a bit of looking up, and I found things like what's it called? Workbench, MySQL Workbench. I need a front end to put in front of the shared MySQL instance that will be accessible by teachers so that they can go in and create users and databases fairly easy. That's what I need. I've not done a whole lot of research on it, but I'm going to need one for MySQL and I'm going to need one for Postgres. Because really the idea is that we'll just be sticking to the VMs. Load up Obsidian. Boom. Whoa. Okay. Let's go down to, that's a scratch pad. Let's go to here, here. Yeah, alright. Thank you. I think I ended up coming down to here and saying this is what we'll have here. Sorry, this is what we won't have here. So I omitted Java, the JRE. These are on one template, a student template so far, although Golang was super slow. And then I'm going to need a Bandersnatch, Python, definitely going to need that. That's one of the biggest pain points for teachers. Postgres, MySQL, DB, you what? MinIO. These are easy. It was slow to compile the first thing on the Alpine box. So when I did my very first Go build, it took 4 minutes for it to compile. Don't get a very restricted VM. So 2 cores with something like 30% total CPU usage. Hello world. Yeah, it was super slow. Rust was instant. C++ was instant. Python was obviously instant, but Go was like super slow. Let me see if I can demonstrate. So brand new box. Let me have a look. Let me see if this will demonstrate it. So I've activated it. There we go. So that was much quicker this time, but this system has like 4 cores and like 8 gig of RAM. But even that then took a bit of time. Yeah, it was still slow. Yeah. It could be Alpine. It could be its mix of libc and MUSL and stuff. The binary size is 2 meg by default, whereas in Rust it was like 80 kilobytes. It's like 80 kilobytes, and then C was like 800 bytes or something ridiculous. I was quite surprised by the size of the Rust executable, actually, given that it doesn't contain the runtime, I believe. Isn't Rust meant to be complete native, just like basically a C replacement? But that was still slow, yeah. That was significantly faster, to be honest. Go compiles to a native binary, but it has a runtime built into the binary, like the garbage collector, for example. You can get them down a lot if you use UWX, is it? UXW or something, I can't remember that tool. Is it UWX or something? Can't remember the name of it, but there's a tool you can use to strip out all of the debug and blah blah blah. It uses some OS dependencies. Yeah, it does, yeah. You can get that hello world down quite a lot. Boom. It runs fine, but yeah. I need to play with Alpine, more with Alpine. Nothing installed by default. Must SLC library based with no glibc. Alpine's pretty nice. It's pretty efficient. It's using 68 meg of RAM and has a gig of RAM free. It's not bad. Are you still going? You are. Okay. Fonts Meslo nerd. Haha. Nerd. Okay, so that's pretty easy to do. Zig is the C replacement. Not sure what Rust is replacing. I don't know. I think Rust is probably going to be... Rust is making its way into the Linux kernel now as well, I think. I've not really bothered to learn it. It's got a pretty high learning curve. The syntax is disgusting. It's ridiculously hard to learn, in my opinion. It is in the kernel, yeah. I'm pretty certain it's in the kernel now. Isn't Zig like Python? I don't know. I think the language should be irrelevant, personally. I think the library that comes out the end should be what's important. Zig is just a nicer C++. Is it better? Would you say it's better? The problem is with these things is that there's going to be such little learning curve, so few learning resources online for things like for Zig, for example, because C++ has been around for so long. Just been around for so long. Alright, so I've shown that an Alpine mirror can work. I do need a YouTube mirror, but that one's a bit more questionable for some legal reasons as to whether I can just include that. I do also need a way of being able to just give a VM to a teacher on a USB pen drive, and then they can just plug it in and run with it, but that's much harder problem to solve. I'd have to work out how Proxmox handles USB devices, so I can determine how I connect to and establish to see if a USB drive has been plugged in, probably via systemd, and then detect files on it, detect files on it, auto mount it. Yeah, difficult. I guess another option would be to give them if I give them I could give them something a Raspberry Pi or something that they plug into the back of the router. It has a fixed IP address, and then they go to it, and it just actually that would work quite well. Actually, that would work really well. Just give them something they can plug directly into the router. In fact, the MikroTiks have a USB port. So I wonder if plugging a hard drive into them, and if I pre-configure the MikroTik to expose that via NFS or something, make it available. Well, there you go. The next one I need to configure is Bandersnatch. So let's do that on the mirror box, which is currently here, and let's play around with that. So let's come off here, and we'll use that box there to get there. So let's go root 192.168.88.110. Is that not it? Is that not the right one? Okay. Really? Well, then I'm very confused because it's in the password manager, so there we go. It's been changed, but except it hasn't. So let's do that RM again. Actually, let's just do. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let's go for the root. Let's copy and paste the password again. Okay, sweet. I do love me an rsync. Backwards compatible with C++. Interesting. Okay, so let's go to Python Bandersnatch. Let's go from here now to here. Thank you. Bandersnatch. So, command line usage, verify sync. Okay. Yeah. So let's go to var localhost etc docs. Now let's go home here. Okay. Okay. That's how minimal friggin' Alpine is. It doesn't even come with fucking Python. Which I guess is a good thing. I like that it's not reliant on it. Great. Let's just do pip install. Let's have a look. No matching distribution. Okay, fine. Did I spell it wrong? Must have spelled it wrong. New node created. Okay, thanks for that. Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for creating that new random node that I'm going to look at later and go, what was that about? There's that Musel L again. I need to look at that actually and work out what the hell that is. I've never really looked it up much. It's obviously some sort of shared library. C standard library intended for operating systems based on Linux kernel released under the MIT license. Okay. How good is Musel these days? Void Linux. Fucking hell's Void Linux. Been wanting trying non-system distro for a while now. Okay, option for Musel. It's good in that it's a solid C library. I've been running a number of Void Linux Musel systems for quite some time. Public facing service too. I had no issues running them. Oh, laptop. For some reason it scratches an itch for me. I suppose in portability. Interesting. GPU pass through. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Okay. We're now here. Okay. There we go. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's go back here. Sweet. So now, what is actually... Right, okay, so we've got the installation going. Let's just do next. Right. Vantage was originally developed POSIX system. Yeah, file system support config example. Directory. Okay. Optional index hashing to store simple HTML in directories. Recommended as Piper has a lot of packages these days. Okay. So yeah. Simple HTML is stored within the file system structure. Please use your favorite server such as Apache or Nginx. Refer to serving documentation. Yeah, okay. Mirror configuration. The mirror in the config file. Right, okay. So just point number one. What's the file called? You've gone from telling me the install, how to install it, to okay, next topic, installation. So it's going to have to be dash help then, is it? Okay, storage options. So you tell me immediately, oh, there's an example config, but you don't tell me what it's called. Okay. Config uses the default There we go. Thank you very much. That's really what it goes to. Okay. Right. Mirror configuration. Okay, the mirror section file contains such. So this is where it's going to get interesting. The following options are currently required directory. Yeah. Okay. So master timeout. All right. Well, that's obviously a good starting point. So let's go in here and go great. There we go. The conf suite. That's obviously not going to work. So let's just go directory. There's probably actually a way of doing that inside of Vim, but there you go. So let's do that. And then let's leave that as is. But now what I need to do is this will mirror index files and packages released from Pipeline and store them into the add configuration mirror filtering plugin from optionally filter what packages. Yes, I do need a mirrored filter plugin. I did see this one. I.e. block list discord.py string will also work. Okay, plugins are released today. The plugin settings example. Enable all install filter plugins, explicitly enable plugins and mandatory activating plugins. This will do nothing without activation. Also, enabling will get plugins default, not configure plugins. Okay. Plugins. Has anyone ever used this before? Or hosted a Pipeline mirror? Okay, example, only enables yes. Yes, that's what I need. I need this. I want this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allow underscore list underscore project. Oops. Block list project. Okay. So allow this packages. Packages setting is a list of Python packages to not be mirrored. Enable version specific filtering for block list and allow those packages to enable release and allow release. Okay. Any packages matching. Okay. Well, I want to block. Okay. But what if I want to? What if I don't want to block? I just want to allow specific packages. So let's try go into allow list. Allow list. Okay, and then let's just do packages equals 1, 2, 3, 4, packages equals, let's just do Flask. So I'm hoping that effectively this allows me to just only permit Flask. Oh, requirements files filtering. Now that's pretty nice. That's pretty good because then I could get those requirement files from teachers. This is going to be one of the hardest parts, is going to be getting a list of things from teachers to be able to say synchronize specific packages, read in metadata and check mirror performs a one-time signal from Pipeline master server. Okay, let's see what happens if I do that. Syncing all packages. Are you really? Okay, all of them. Good grief. That's going to be quite a few. That's going to be quite a few. Package Flask is allowed list. Okay. Files. Flask. It's getting all of them. Beautiful. Alright, let's see how far that gets. Knowing what's a cache for students and teachers is going to be difficult. So I'm going to have to work with a few of them to understand. I know Flask is definitely one of them. Things like SQL Alchemy. But I'm going to have to try and find a list of packages to allow. Well, that's great. That looks like it has literally only done those specific things. Okay, web packages. Actually, let's just go 39 meg. Okay. So can I therefore from here then Can I go pi slash verboten? Okay, that's fine. Rust is replacing developers' sanity. Do you think it's good? Do you trouble? Do you think Rust is good for the world? Verboten. That's fine. Oh, because it's owned by Root. Lol. Oh, maybe? No, it's not. Sorry, not owned by Root. Oh no, the permissions are right. Oh, yes. No, they're not. Oh, well, yeah, they are, sort of. Okay, cv into PyPy. Okay, find in here, type file. Execute chmod 0644. Okay. Great. 200. Okay, great. I hate Rust syntax. It sucks, and anyone saying otherwise is objectively wrong. The syntax is bad. It's not good for metal. Rust is not very good for metal. This is correct. It could be good for the metal genre of music. Maybe if someone writes a really cool music player that plays metal music really well. But as for the physical thing that is known as metal in the world, like steel, you are correct. It is an odd name for a program language, isn't it? Rust. It must mean something else, because Rust tells me that it's bad. Right, Rust is bad, right? You don't want Rust. No, there is worse, yeah, but it is, but they haven't really. But it is still pretty bad, though. There is still pretty bad. I did see something on Hacker News the other day, wasn't it? Someone saying like, where are we? It was like Rust. Hang on, sitenews.y. Y combinator.com. That was like Rust syntax easy or something. I can read it and write it without having to think about the code flow. I remember seeing something, and it was a half an hour to learn Rust. Maybe that was it. This says the last one 5 years ago, just so you know. Thanks, mate. Yeah, okay. Type annotations. Yeah, Python has those. Error, borrow of possible uninitialized variable x. However, doing this is completely fine. Okay. Will be inferred from here. Throwing values away. Yeah. This is quite a long article. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Things like shadowing bindings. It was like, but the borrow system was the hard thing. Gulf of Mexico, formerly Dream Bird. Oh no. What is this? Oh no. Yeah, okay. If you're feeling extra bold, you can use even more. Oh my god. If you're unsure, that's okay. Put a question mark. Okay. Uses for not operator, which is an exclamation mark in most languages. That's simple. The not operator is a semicolon instead. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look on the var Luke. There's a lot of exclamation points. What the fuck? You can add a lifetime on a variable. 20 seconds. Lasts for 2 lines. Okay, there are no loops in Gulf of Mexico. Oh, okay, what's this? Go. Welcome to the machine. Okay, rock ballad, not really, that's what it is, no joke. Well, it is a joke, but it's a joke you can actually use to write computer programs that are also rock songs. Okay. It's actually implemented, try it. Okay, go. Play. Fizz buzz. Okay, it's a fizz buzz. So, okay. That's nuts. Okay. My dreams hold diamond. Okay, that makes sense. Hold diamond nightmares. Okay. Poetic number 70. Brilliant. Salvation holds the sea. Okay, salvation the sea. Okay, the night holds silent echoes. Okay, your love is meaningless to me. Okay, let's have a look. Silent night. Your variable your love it is meaningless to me. Okay, so hold and it holds and is assignment. Okay, rock my dreams like a love-struck smile. Okay, my dreams variable my rock my dreams a love poetic number a love-struck smile. Oh, assign ninja assign enlist assign output. Oh my god. Okay, let's read the tutorial on how to be a rock star. I like that he just plays it. I like that they got a JavaScript parser. Do you want to get rocked? Rocked. Say, shout, scream, whisper. Oh my god. Variables and Rockstar. My heart is let your love be. This is nuts. I love it, but it's nuts. Imagine if everyone wrote this. Imagine it actually became a production language. An entire JavaScript front end based on this. I think that would actually be pretty funny. Okay, what I need to do now is test this mirror. Imagine if all music from now had to use it. Yeah, how good would that be? You'd have all of these like studios outputting music that were all executable programs that then in turn had like another, like did something else. I wonder if you could write a song using it that could be sung like a set of lyrics, but when it was executed, it went to ChatGPT and got it to write another song in the same language but a different song. So it was a song that kept, when you executed, produced more songs, which in turn could produce more songs. I don't know what's going on, guys. My mind is unraveling. Like a cat, an angry kitten at a ball of yarn. Alright. So if that's in there then, what's in status? Okay, nice. What's in generation? Okay, nice, thanks. So now if I go here, what if I go, do I have Python on this box? Probably don't, okay. Python 3, yeah, thank you. Okay, what if I do that? Then how do I configure pip requirement pip install from repo? Yes, I know it is. I just need to know the yes. Pip install. You can use URI. Okay, so I guess in my case, just pip install slash /pi, I guess. Okay, pip install http c.88.110 slash /pi. Oh no, what if I just want to set? What if I just want to set the repository? /pi add repository. To print baby shark. Oh, -i. That's what you do. -i. Okay. Look at it. It's not trusted or secure host and is being ignored. If this project is verified, we recommend using it. Otherwise, silence allow trusted host. Okay. So I want to sort of. I need to get that as a global option, really. But because getting a SSL in place is going to be a nightmare. Okay, that's fine. Looking in indexes, /pi. Okay, let's go back to Bandersnatch filtering. Okay, serving your mirror. Sample config. Okay, it also sets the correct. Okay. Lovely. Okay, packages. Filtering. Okay, I'm just trying to think if it's what does it actually look for. Mirror configuration, yeah. Directories, so start. Proxy. What's proxy? Oh, proxy to get out to get the mirror. Yeah, of course. Ooh, what's this? Packages, simple. Folder structure of generated index files for simple format. Okay, I think that's what we're using, right? Oh, hang on. Okay, so web has got to be served as well. Web. Okay, has it got to be web for simple? Right, okay. So it did work, but it can't get the other stuff. So downloading web package, blah blah blah, Flask, seems to want to have downloaded everything, which is nice. Collecting Flask, but then it fails on. Could not find a version requirement. Setup tools. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, if I do pip install Flask, and then do pip freeze. Oh god, so it doesn't even actually list, because it downloaded a lot there. But it wants its setup tools up there, but didn't use setup tools here. That's interesting. Okay, anyway, I think the moral there is I need to configure it to web, so /pi web simple. Yes, there's Flask there. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. How do I overcome the HTTP TLS problem I think what you can do in a PyPy, in a pip requirements, ignore trusted host, pretty certain you can put one in straight in there. Yeah, I'm pretty certain you can do that. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I'm pretty certain you can do that. So let's go back to here. And let's go make sure I'm on the right box. I'm not on the right box. This is the right box here. Okay, what now? What's the problem? Doesn't make any sense, but okay. So, what can you? Let's have a look here and go Flask. Okay, so these are the things that I needed. Let's go Blinker. I'm gonna put. Is this being serious? Okay. Blinker. The Python friggin' environment must have uploaded overrode something. I wonder if I'd go Flask. I should put a version in there to only get the newer version as well. It's dangerous. Let's just get everything in here. I just want to see what happens if I do this. Markup save. Markup save. Work Zerg. Work Zerg. Okay, I think as well. I'll put setup. Oh, I'm going to ignore setup tools. I just want to see why setup tools work, but thingy didn't. Flask 3. I wonder if I can get it to mirror everything sort of around a package, if that makes sense. Alternate download source. What's this? Alternate download source. It's possible to download metadata from one but packages releases files from another. Alternate download source index files only minimal. Okay, a basic config showing some of the more common options. Master workers, global. Great. This will. Yeah. Okay. When it comes to filtering, let's go to mirror filtering. Requirements, files filtering, great. Metadata, packages, pre-release filtering, regs filtering, platform specific binary filtering, keep only the latest releases. Latest release. Ooh, greatest version number enabled. Plugins latest release. Okay. Let's do that. Oops. Latest release. Great. Latest release. Keep 3. Okay. Okay. So I said, oops. I guess that goes back 3 releases. Yeah, fine. I have to throw that in. Go. And then I've got my packages here. What I want to know is if I install a package, can I get it to just automatically do everything that package needs, right? Package setting list specifier, block list, allow list through enabling block list release. Any package matching the version specifier for block list will not be downloaded. Any packages not matching the version specifier allow list will not be downloaded. The allow release for allow project. Okay. Packages, yeah. Metadata filtering. Okay, requirement. I think requirements file is probably going to be the closest. Filter projects by to be synced based on regular matching against the raw metadata entries straight from the parsed downloaded JSON. Release file matching. Okay, pre-release filtering, regex filtering. This filter allows advanced users not interested in Windows, Mac, or Linux specific binaries not to mirror the corresponding files. You can also exclude Python versions by the minor version. Oh, if you're sure your mirror does not need to serve those binaries, exclude platform. That's probably actually a really good idea. Be right back. Okay. You better be. Otherwise I'm going to ban everyone. Windows Pi 2627. Okay. Definitely don't need macOS. I definitely don't need FreeBSD. Okay. Okay. 2.4. 2.5. 2.6, 2.7. Latest releases we got. Block projects above a specified size. That's probably a good idea as well. But okay. Snatch. Mirror. Does that just go ahead and okay? Okay. Really? Okay. Read configuration. Initialize project based on Ginger 2 marks. Yeah. Okay. Initialize exclude platform plugin with Win32, macOS, FreeBSD, JY. Okay. Okay, syncing, yeah. Trying to read serial. 0 packages to sync. No metadata filters are enabled. 0 packages had changes. But you didn't get, okay, maybe a force or something? Yes. Because I needed to get that list of stuff that I didn't actually add. I didn't sync earlier, I should say. Okay, is allowed, yeah, yeah. Whoa, okay. So I think teaching their kids to use the pip requirements file is good, and then setting it up with a trusted host in there is good, and then setting it up, and then they can write to it. The only thing I don't know is if they do pip freeze. I guess you'd have to add it in manually, right? How would you add it every time without overriding? Have a look. Yeah. Yeah, request. God, there's a lot you can actually do. I learn so much each week. Good. Glad you're learning, mate. It's possible to refer to other files. Me structure, requirements file. I'm just trying to work out if you put in things like, you know, trusted host, that's great. But most people do pip install, pip this, pip that, and then if you do a freeze, does a freeze actually then include? So if you do pip freeze, what do I get? Whoops. See, it doesn't. Okay, if I do pip dash trusted host 192.168.88.110. Okay, and then I do freeze. What do I get? See, it doesn't add it. Programming's very good, man. It's really good, and a good way to get started is write game mods. So you're already playing a game right there that supports mods. So you could actually consider writing a mod for for BG3. Markup safe. Okay, let's take a while, see how long this takes to load. This is a good experiment. I like it. I might have to provide them with a shell script that they can use to actually handle dealing with the mirror. Okay, that was good. That went down well. So used a fair bit more used there. My program career started from writing plugins for my Minecraft server. Exactly. And no one even plays Minecraft, so that goes to show you what you can do even with a dead game. So yeah, something to think about, Lord. BG3, write a mod, write some code, and you just go from there. And then if it takes your fancy, you can go for it. Where am I? Localhost, hcdocs, pi. Oops. So 223 meg now. Okay. Sweet. If I do deactivate and then just burn that to the ground. VMV. Okay. Python. Oh no, I'm just joking. Yeah, do it. We can look at it together if you want. Pip install -- trusted host 192.168.110 -I http 192.168.110/pi/web/simple flask. No way. Really? Okay. It actually did. It actually worked. I didn't even have to actually mirror setup tools at all. So I was able to just do trusted host and then -I and then install Flask. That's cool. Lib. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that was able to get them to install everything that they needed. All right, that's a good sign, because that's essentially one of the biggest issues that that teachers have is how the hell do they install packages? Make sure that even fits on the screen for you guys and girls. One of my oldest plugins is currently used on 2,000 plus servers with 10 to 16,000 players daily. That's great. That's great. I actually want to put it's not called Mind Test anymore, but one of the things I wanted to put on the server was a low NT server on the appliance. And then the other one was Valoran. Oops. Valoran. Because these things can be modded. Valoran's like a voxel RPG, yeah, written in Rust. I'd actually forgot about that. It's really nice, actually. It's actually a really cool game. But it can be modded, and so the idea being is that they would be able to effectively mod the game and learn program that way. Terrier, but is it open source? Yeah, no, that's a commercial game. Proprietary license. Boo! How dare you want to make money? No, I'm just kidding. No, it's just so I can put it on the thingy. Terrier, I know what Terrier is. I'm asking whether it was open source or not. Because you suggested it like it was an option to put on the appliance for kids to mod, but it's not if it's a commercial game. I'd have to buy a license for every single one of them. For developers, learning Rust. Let's see what the Valorant developers say. Okay. The official book, the cookbook, the code base. Lovely. Okay. Guides, adding armor, adding weapon skills. That's very cool. Okay. Oh. So you don't even have to really do any coding. If you don't want to. Freaking hell's wrong with my arm? That's cool. It's actually a pretty sweet game, honestly. It's actually pretty sweet. This is pretty good as well. Basically, it should be called Mind Test. Lent. You can make a full game from it, Lure API, etc. So pretty good way of giving the kids options, right? It's a platformer puzzle game with a story. Steampunk Blimp mod for Mind Test game. That's really cool. Game about liminal spaces. Interesting. Woohoo. That's really cool. I wonder if you could create like a voxel Valorant based CS:GO clone. Alright, that's a good start as to where we are there with regards to this. So what I've sort of proven here then are these two things here. Have at this point been proven, which is good. Well, Counter-Strike 2, yeah, exactly. The YouTube mirror's not there yet. Postgres and MySQL plus Workbench I don't foresee any problems with, although there is also PHP MyAdmin and, oh, for Christ's sake. PHP MyAdmin. Why is that running so slow? Giving me crap again. PHP PGAdmin as well. So these are effectively the options just to get it in front of the database so that they can effectively experiment, which is what they need. What is wrong with the skin on my arm here? It's really itchy. Well, true. Like SQLite is fine. I like SQLite. SQLite's really nice. The problem with it is it doesn't teach networking. You see, the idea behind the whole appliance is that encompasses everything the kids need to understand sort of networking and client server models and working in a shared environment and connecting to a database and pulling the data over a network and so on and so forth. But SQLite is amazing. You can even can't you get all kinds of like duplication and clustering and everything in SQLite now? You can do all kinds of like, it goes out and fragments out and writes to multiple SQLite files and stuff. It's used in pretty much every mobile phone on the planet. So can this though? Settings, user accounts. Oh, good. They can add a new user account. That's PHP admin. Compete with PG admin. Whoa, what's that? This branch is 23 commits ahead of. Okay. Great. Yes. Have you just linked to yourself? What? Oh, I see. It's a fork. Oh, I love it. I love the way you don't get any information whatsoever. Love that. That hasn't been contributed to for 6 years now, though. How good's that? There is a better one anyway. There was a really, really, really nice one. Web UI. There was a really, really nice one that I found. Wasn't PG Dash, I don't think. No. It's really nice. And it let you, oh yeah, Web UI. Web UI view databases as a spreadsheet. It was like you could look at the databases as an actual, almost like a spreadsheet. There it is. Mathesar. It's really, really nice, but I don't recall whether I don't think it allowed you to sort of manage the time management, get track. Okay, so it sort of acted like a spreadsheet in front of the database. Okay, so it doesn't really let you manage it, but still a really nice way of viewing. Excuse me, a really nice way of viewing the database itself. I love Postgres. Yeah, that's all fine, but the moment you need multiple web workers to work on it across a network, it's completely and utterly useless. It's extremely good, SQLite, but it has a specific use case. PG admin, okay, show me PG admin. Okay, documentation, development home. Yeah, I guess this is what I'm sticking in front of it then. But that looks like it's okay, build Python great. Python GRDA, great. Sweet. You can run it in a container, show me screenshots. Beautiful. Okay, great. As long as it can manage users. Great. There we go. Sweet, sweet. I've often wondered whether I should get deep into databases and start looking at it as a support model. Offer a support model here in Brisbane around like PG, Postgres and stuff. Wow, that's really nice. Christ, even got a geometry viewer and everything. Jeez, that's really friggin' nice. Really nice. Alright, gonna get ready to make coffee and then we'll play a bit of BG3, I think. And we'll create a whole party from scratch. A whole party from scratch. PG admin. Isn't that the one we're just on? Yeah, okay. Omni. Browser-based desktop. dbeaver. PG web. Single go binary. I'm always attracted by things when it says single go binary because I'm like, great. That's it though? Okay. Very nice. Metabase, Redash, Blazor. Great, okay, well I think pgadmin and php-mysql, php-myadmin, sorry, are the winners. So that will be the front ends anyway to plus pgadmin to work fine. God, I hate this sometimes. MinIO and OverFact will be easy to get set up and running, and Git I've already got set up in a mirror anyway, but I need to update it to 3.21. Root the box I've not done yet, so these are things I've not technically done yet. These are things I've done, but I'm pretty certain will be okay. These are things I've done already, and one just need to be updated. I'm pretty certain that they're done. Student VMs in place. These are done, but I just haven't finalized it all, so I'll mark them as green once I'm happy with them. I've marked these in green. Are they? Yeah, I guess they're still going, I guess. Yes. The hard part's going to be knowing what packages to mirror. Alpine mirror is easy. It's just x86, community and main, which means it should only be about 200 gig, I think. Although I think that's actually still going at the moment because there's a lot of updates. Yeah. So it's on Z though, so shouldn't nearly be done. Why are my arms so irritated? I could put some ice on it. Alright, I'm gonna be, where are we time wise? Library. Take me to my library. Take me to my library. Oh, it's gone back around to A. Wonderful. Process and Vulkan shaders. Bald's Gate. Cat dance. Bald's Gate, baby. The WoW server's still running as well. Has anyone been playing on it? Pretty certain it's still sitting there. Dragon's back, baby. DaVinci Original Sin 2 is good as well. Problem now, of course, is the guy's not going to be able to see everything. Well, we've done a bit of the lab stuff and I'm happy with it. Legion Remix, no. So we're going to go over to BG3 so that Lord can teach me how to play the game. Praise the Lord. No game sound. On Discord, yes, correct. But it will be on YouTube though. Still haven't solved that problem with Discord, unfortunately. Is there enough time in the world for that? There is, man. There's always enough time. Got ear raped on YouTube, yeah, there you go, so you got ear raped. Is that a bit better? No worries, thank you. See, I went Explorer. That was the last one I went with. So what happens if I just pick one of the pre-existing characters? Yeah, we know about all that. Who am I? Don't reset them. Lord's gonna teach me everything, so. Do a custom game so you can enable multi-class, okay? Done. What do we do now? What next? Oh, I've got to go make coffee. We'll leave that there. Have a think. Back in a sec. Alright, give me a sec. Main menu. Main menu. Yes. See what you mean. See what you mean. Alright, new game. Oh. It's got a cat with wings. Rule set, standard rule set. Honor. What's an honor rule set? Oh. Okay. Bosses are empowered with new mechanics while action economy, damage bonus rules are made stricter. That sounds hard. Easy. No, just kidding. Multi-class. Just make sure multi-class is ticked. Okay. Multi-classing. Enable allow choosing additional class upon level up. Okay. Okay. Hey there, Michael. I got a question. I always wondered, why isn't there the equivalent of an ERP for DevOps, basically an all-in-one solution that will make DevOps job easier? Because it's just so varied and complicated. Let me go check. You watch that, and I'll go check coffee. Alrighty. Here we are. Don't reset. Alright, Lord, what are we doing? What do you mean not on Explorer? Oh, if you... Oh, I see what you mean. That's okay. We can leave it on normal. I just want to see what this multi thing can do. Happy Turtle, the ERP question's a tough one. All of the various cloud providers are... they're fairly complicated. So it's really hard to be able to develop a one tool fits all. Like, which part of DevOps do you think could be made into where you could build one tool that makes it all easier? The thing that comes closest, in my opinion, is probably GitLab and its entire sort of left to right process with all of its built-in project management and blah 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 and yada yada yada. Ooh. Let's see if this article came through. Wow, well, my wife was on national television. Oh, that's good. Let me see if I can find the article. I'm not showing you guys, but there you go. Let's see the ABC News. Oh, let's have a look. ABC. Oh, come on. Type the friggin' word ABC. Let's have a look. 4 hours ago. Time to stalk. Go on then, see if you can find the article. See if you can find it. Interesting. It's actually an interesting video. The actual concept is interesting. See where she is. I think I've got an idea. I know where she is roughly. Oh yeah, okay. Cool.
And what might be just people posting.
Interesting. Good God, they actually used it quite a lot. Quite a few of her students as well. Interesting. Good. She deserves to be on national television. My wife is friggin' absolutely incredible at her job. Alright, Lord. Custom build. Do you know who's actually an amazing character? I should play Shadowheart. She's really good. She hits every time. She lands every hit. She's not annoying. She is she's honest. She is hot. Like Turbo Babe hot. Or should I create my... What's this one? Oh yeah, this Dark Age. Interesting. Okay, custom. What do we reckon? Complete random. Oh, it's actually picked that entire... Oh, I see. Randomize. Oh wow, that was one of the things I was going to do, was just play with a completely randomized sort of like you just born as you are sort of thing. But I'm not too sure. Yeah, look, I'm going to be honest, you are definitely going to be female. The Dark Age is a pure evil playthrough. Yes, isn't it? Yeah, doesn't he just want to kill everything? You've got to like sort of like kill everything. This blood just basically makes him kill everything. Dragons are pretty cool though. Dragonborn's pretty cool. Half elf. Body type. Oh, I see. So they have like tall, muscular female, I guess you could say, and then tall, muscular male, and then petite female, and then petite male. Oh, I see. What class are you playing? I don't know yet. I don't know. I need your help deciding. I like half elf. Half elf's pretty good. Drow's pretty cool. Bigger ears. Elves are cool. Halflings. I don't really like halflings. Dwarfs are pretty funny. But only sort of the male, only the really male side though, in my opinion. But I don't know. Your movement speed is increased by 1.5 meters. Interesting. You get a cantrip for those. Drow half elf. Interesting. Illuminate. High elf cantrip. So you can pick one. Acid splash. Bony chill. Light. True strike. Dragon grasp. See, it's hard to know. Like, I know that's sort of the point. But it's hard to know what to pick because of the simple fact that... Oh, it's missing some of the stuff off the screen, isn't it? On the edge. What if we hide the Discord chat? It's unfortunately just... You know, it's just one of those things, isn't it, where it's just one of those things. Have a booming blade. Okay, strike with your weapon, affecting your foe with the resonance that hurts them for thunder damage when you move. When you move, bloody hell. It's just hard because, like, I just feel like you come up against foes that are so varied in their complexity that it's almost like you can never really build anything that's... Can't find anything from 4 hours ago on about kids. What website are you searching? Interesting. Look harder. Booming blade, really? So she's a sorcerer at this point. Class sorcerer. Okay. I don't know. Paladin seems cool as hell. And I love the idea of a paladin. I've always loved paladins. And I like having the idea of having a very high... Take booming blade. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I also like the idea of having high strength and constitution and sort of foregoing not magic per se, but just the whole idea of being a wizard that just like deletes everything with an AoE attack, because it just never works out that way ever. You miss shit all the time. Things hide behind, oh, I'm hid behind a barrel, I can't see you. Okay, yeah, of course, because a lightning strike that's hotter than the surface of the sun couldn't get through a barrel. Yeah, there you go, you found it. The surfer, that's it. You found my wife. That's the hard trips. Okay, I'm gonna go paladin then. Okay, actions. Your fight on the side of the light, cosmic struggle against darkness, preserve the sanity of life and the beauty of nature. Okay, let's have a look. Actions, healing radiance, heal fire, heal yourself and all nearby allies. 5 hit points, regain another 5 hit points next turn. That's quite nice. Subclass features over the age of paladins, but follow them. Kindle the light through acts of kindness, and kindle the light of hope in the bleakest hollows of despair. Shelter the light where love blooms, and stand against the devilry that would snip its stem. Preserve your own light. Just delight in culture and small joy to preserve the light in your own heart. Oath of the ancient tenants. It's interesting. I don't understand what any of that means. Oath of the devotion. Oath of the crown or vengeance. Really? Okay, vengeance. You or an ally's weapon attack deal an additional 2 radiant damage and can daze enemy for 1 turn. What does this 2 turns mean? Does that mean you can only use it once every 2 turns? Is that what that means? Target yourself or an ally to additionally grant the target's proficiency bonus to the attack rolls. For 2 turns you have that buff. It lasts 2 turns. Okay, 10 turns. Righteous clarity. Class action. A class action isn't the same as your like combat action, isn't it? You get an action and then you get a class action. Is that right? To start with. I forget. I should do the tutorial again. I sort of like being able to just do a boatload of damage up front. Haunted one. Oh no. Okay. Abilities. Charisma. I'm not sure I want +1 in charisma. I think I really want to get that constitution up, to be honest. I feel like just having a lot of health is probably a good thing. That's also another thing as well, is like, do you put a lot of points into one thing? 17 strength, yeah, that's pretty good. 16 constitution. Yeah. Do you focus on just like 1 or 2 stats? Or do you think like you should try and get a balance? That's always the complexity, isn't it? Like, charisma's useful, but... Okay. We're about to min-max in this thing. I quite like her, she's quite nice. By the river. Alright, well, I'm thinking probably max you can put into strength is probably there. What's the max you can put into constitution? Okay. I'm thinking intelligence is probably good. 15 plus 2, 15 plus 1, 12 wisdom. Oop, 12 wisdom. Intelligence seems like an important thing to go for. Dexterity and charisma, I feel like you can sort of take it or leave it. But then I guess with dexterity it's about movement, right? You can get into the action really quickly. I do like that it's multiplayer as well. Gives you 17 int. Really? Holy moly. We'll put it all into dexterity then. Maybe like that. Or that. Or that. Like balance them out a little bit. That's quite good, actually. I feel like that's probably a good... if you keep intelligence slightly... Like, keep it at least 10... Get everything at least 10 plus. Or do you think because of that head... Oh, I don't really just want to rely on that headband. Look at the mace. I don't want that coming down on my skull. Mainly for wizards. I guess it is, isn't it? Yeah. We go dexterity then. Alright. What face shape do I like?
Where to next?
It's opened.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic.
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Yeah. These seem... Though they're different per race, they are, aren't they? 12 decks. Yeah, it's got 12 in decks. Interesting. Skin tone warm, yeah. Cool. That's kind of cool. Wow. It's a bit extreme. Interesting. Maturity. Ah, we're an old lady now. Brr. Cool. Rare. Genitals. Under spells, select all the smite abilities if you can. Edit character. I can. Under spells. Oh, abilities. Oh no, not abilities. Do you mean the cantrips? Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any yet. Okay. What are we doing here? Body art. Whoa, that's mad. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. That's cool though. Her eyes are pretty nice. Interesting. What do I want? Yeah, that'll do. Her. I like the ear. I like that you can see the ear. It's pretty cool. That's mental. That's cute. What the? Yikes. That's very noble. That's cool. Let's have a look. Oh wow, that's nice. Okay, what the hell? Some of these are hilarious. Yeah, okay. I like that. Facial hair. Right, it's got to have a beard, right? What do you think? Beard? Mustache? Little tash? Or hello. I'm a very serious female, sexy female paladin. But I have a mustache that will tickle you when we kiss. Alright, proceed. The Dark Urge. No, I don't think so. Her name is Claire. No. It's Tav as the default, I think, isn't it? Oh, whatever. Whatever. Tav. Asmongold? No. Krilly? Let's go Krilly with a Y. Not a K. A K, sorry. Okay. This is just purely a looks thing, right? Like you pick it, you're just basically picking. Does it affect much? It's really, it's just like, ha, that's hilarious. Ha. No, that's insane. Why can't you just randomize the appearance of that one class? Like, species, sorry. Okay. Fine. I want it to essentially be the same as me, right? Like, oh, we are the same. The facial hair can piss right off, and that hair is just absolutely mental. Sort of cool, I guess. The variation that you can do in this is just insane. Brown, red. Brown, urban 3, okay. Okay. Why can't I just have normal hair? A little bit of wisdom to her. Interesting, interesting. Even more, wow. Oh, I forgot there was makeup. Maturity, you want to be a bit more mature because of the whole, you know, guardian elder thing. Yeah.
Remarkable. Truly.
Facial hair. That's pretty cool. We know about that. Alright. There we go. Probably gonna have to up the volume a little bit. I'll put a protection in place for -10 on the old OBS there. That's a murder. Our listeners over there in YouTube.
The blood in your head thrums and pounds.
Okay, it would be easy if you enable mics
You as who you are. And how you ended up amidst these hellish
on Discord.
realms is just as hidden. You have nothing in your skull besides your name and a headache. But you are in danger.
Say your name aloud. Take a deep breath. Shake your head. Start anew. What? What do you mean?
The dark urge. Whatever that is.
What?
That is you. You will claw back the truth.
It didn't take my name properly.
First you have to claw your way out of here.
My head.
This feels slightly different. Does a custom game change?
What path lies before?
That layout's different. Normally you start right here and you sort of walk over there.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Yeah, lovely. -1 intelligence, love it.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Yeah, I know. But it just seems different. I've got much further than this, so it just looked a little different.
Dead. Good. Must lug my guts through this hell.
Okay. Sphincter. Lovely. Even the sound of it is disgusting. I don't know whether to ever take these like brain jars and stuff. And this little thing freaks me out, so I pretty much leave the little brain thing that follows you around. It seems pretty weird to me. I guess it does help a little bit in combat, doesn't it? Yeah. May as well just not even waste time interacting with it. Been through all this.
Blackith blesses me. Who am I? Your only chance of survival. We can do nothing until we escape. First, we will address the matter of a cure for
Imps. Okay. Seems pretty simple, I think. So at this point, would you be putting things on like your Inquisitor's Might? Bonus action. Oh, I see. So that's a bonus action. Not that you need it for these mobs because they're so simple, but still. Boom attack. Pretty good. Do not use the purple attack on your bar. For which character? Okay. Give me a second. The purple attack. So lay on hands, charge, cantrips. So I'm going to go and punch it in the head. Purple attack. Do you mean the booming blade? Right, okay.
Another day, another fight.
Okay.
proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Well, just wait until we get further in the game and then you'll be greatly disappointed.
Let's have a look.
Even though I get rid of her in the party anyway, because she's super annoying. Lots of shit to sell. Oh no, that's got my name as Krully. Okay. It had the Dark Urge for some reason. So weird. In the split screen. You always kill her. Well, you're just a big meanie bum bum. I always activate this so I can fight these things and level. Love it. See, now she can't plummel. And then she tries to kill you. Does she try to kill you, really? Oh, okay. She's helpful in... What happens if you kill her when the dragon comes down, though? The part where you get to the bridge, and the dragon's there, and the queen's guard guy's there. And if you kill her before that, what happens? Although, to be fair, she was useless in that conversation. Also, why can't I pommel strike all of a sudden? I don't get now why I can't do that.
Make way.
Haha, you missed. Oh, you didn't miss. Depends how you play. I still have it in Act 2. Okay. See, so now I can't use the bonus action. Channel Oath Charge. So I need an Oath Charge. Replenish resource. Number of times you can draw upon the strength of your oath. So I've got a short rest just to replenish that. And see, and now Booming Blade isn't available. So I'm always confused by what you can and can't do and how often you can do it. What does Booming Blade require? So it requires an action, which I've now taken. Okay, gain advantage, attack rolls. Not that I need it for these guys, they're super simple, but still. Oh my god. You have a broadsword that you could have swung in an arc in front of you, and you chose to swipe it down from top to bottom and therefore missed. Booming blade. I couldn't use booming blade then that turn. Now it's an option. Because I've got a, but I moved forward and attacked, so that was my. Okay, I moved, so boom. When they move. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna push you over, bro. Haha. How am I already half dead? Fuck's sake. You missed your... Oh god, just act as a human meat shield for me. Thank you. Good god.
Hope your soul's in good hands. If not over, then through.
No, I think you're right.
We have no time for stragglers.
But also, how is a character useful that can't physically hit something or hit something at range? They're sort of the only two options you've got.
The construction is too alien. Nothing.
But so are the things they're hitting.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
About so. Okay.
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first.
Oh, I don't have to. So let's go in here and get the key. Oh, hang on. Let me just short rest because I somehow took half damage from a level 1 that barely hit me. Come on. Livestream platform link. Livestream platform link. Do you mean YouTube? Here on YouTube. Here on YouTube, mate. Yeah. So if you go to YouTube and search for my name, you should be able to find it there.
The console hums to life. Suddenly, you feel an end is coming.
No doubt I'll fail this.
Another sensation washes over you. Connection.
Yeah. I will roll a 1.
Authority.
Oh wow, a natural, a nat success, brilliant. I'm going live at a bit. Continue.
Feel the biomechanical brain. A shiver runs across.
Brilliant.
Sunlight's on my line.
I thought that damn thing was
Your mind leapt.
You're welcome.
Dangerous
Keep company.
fair point. Let me come with you. Shadowheart.
Okay. Yeah, fine. She never tells you anything anyway, so. And then, did I get the key? I don't think I did I? There's a gold key somewhere. I can't be. What?
Besides the obvious, that is. I'm right behind you.
Okay, I clicked you by mistake. Sorry. The gold key's in the other room. I can't be asked.
Here goes nothing.
Heal. Indeed it is on the next body.
We're nearing the hell. Cooper Canyon.
Interesting. Very aggressive. Autosave complete. These sphincters are disgusting. Whoa.
Do it. We will deal with.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if you can hit anything with your bow and arrow. You have an 85% chance, apparently. Great, thanks. Can you make it there? You're going to be okay hitting it with your giant sword? There we go. You're not... You mean the... Oh, these two? Oh, God, yeah. They're like level 8 and level 10, aren't they? Level 8, yeah. Wouldn't even try. Okay. I just try and run through, to be honest. I think I just dashed through last time with the cleric.
Got to press on.
And then I think I went that way. I think over there. Alright, go and... Chris's might... yeah. Great, now go punch this thing in the head. And kill it with one hit because you've got a giant hammer and lots of... Thank you. Level 1 my ass. Okay. Get a critical hit and half my health with one arrow. Don't forget to use jump. Okay. Okay. See, so okay. So before I used an arrow, and then I used plummel. I absolutely used ammo, and then I used plummel. Now I've just used arrow, but now I can't use plummel. But it uses an action bonus action, which I haven't used yet. My bonus action hasn't gone. It recharged this turn, right? There, plummel. 2 turns. Bonus action. Bonus action. So I have 1 bonus action available to me. Bonus action. Bonus action. Does this require... Must take a short rest. Okay. So you can only pummel strike after a short rest. Okay. So now you're saying I should... move as far as I can. How do I then jump? Do I have to save a small amount of movement speed before I can jump? God. Press C, yeah. Yes. But I guess my question is in what way does that make me more efficient? Like, okay, I'm gonna run 13 meters to there. Cool, I've still got... Oh, okay, that happens, yeah. So I've still got some movement left. So can I run 10 meters and then jump? I just did. I have dashed. I am dashing. So the answer is no, I can't.
Still on my feet.
Let's go bash him on the head. Not enough movement. Okay. But jumps 4.5. Okay, cool.
Can't slow down.
On strength. That makes sense. Strengthen your legs, right? Critical miss. Okay, can you hit this thing? Great, there you go. Alrighty.
Can't afford to let up. Got to move. We need to get to that transponder.
I know you do. That's what we're trying to do, sexy chops. No, this is gonna block me now. Okay. Not enough movement, hey? To do a basic thing. Okay, alright. Okay then. Can you get close enough for that? Not enough movement. Alright. If I jump forward. There we go. Now do you have enough movement to get there? Okay, great. Haha. Okay. Sweet.
I must reach the help.
Kill them or your spider's mine. Alrighty. Provokes opportunity attack. Okay. I wonder if that works. You're actually dead. That's insane. Push the giant dog out of the way.
You made it in time.
Made it in time. Ooh, that looks good. What that is under there. That looks really beautiful. Can't wait to go visit that. If I ever get there. If the game permits me. With its dumb mechanics. I've seen them all before. So have you. I never skip cinematics that I've never seen. In fact, I get really irate if I accidentally skip them. Or the game bugs out and skips it. I get really fucking annoyed. I pause and go and watch the YouTube video or something. But I've seen all that shit.
You half expect if you don't your head with
Alright. There we are. Wake her. Giant squid in the background. That squid would fry up quite nicely, actually. Bit of sushi.
How is this possible?
Cut it up. Would be quite nice.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us. First things first. We need supplies.
We do, and a healer.
But we still have these little monsters in our head. We need each other. And we both
We
know
do.
what's at stake.
I'm sort of trying to catch up with myself, really, because I've got to the point where I've done the druids and stuff.
For free.
And so I sort of want to catch up and get back there again.
Too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Then I'm just covered in blood. Can we just camp and not be covered in blood? Is it actually worth camping? What does that mean? Oh, turn-based mode. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, so how would you level as quickly as... Oh, so here's the thing. See the door over there? What I love is when you go in there and then you get annihilated. It's good game design. Allowing you to go into somewhere where you can just get absolutely deleted. Don't go through the door at the end of the beach. You have other team members. Yeah. I'm aware. Very aware.
you drink in the pungent corpse. Since you awoke on the ship, your mind has been cold and empty. Something stirs. With your hands close to this body, you know nothing of why, but you find a half smile flittering across your face.
I reckon Lord Sutton. I reckon the Dark. I think this is an evil playthrough. It referred to me before in one of the cutscenes as the dark thingy. And now it's doing this where I've come across a corpse and she's finding joy in the corpse. I think it must have been a checkbox that was on. Could you turn that off when you get to the camp and you get withers from that maze thing? I feel like I should probably get rid of that. Asturian's really annoying, but yes, he is very good.
This feels like home. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
And you cannot turn off the Dark Urge. Okay, I have the Dark Urge then, so I guess I'm playing an evil playthrough. Remember to kick the squirrel in the grove. What? Why? What does that do? Why are you so mean?
What's hiding here?
What does it do?
Water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Bitch queen. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's just loot these and then get out of here.
Anything of use?
Okay. Go. You can't get to here. Stupid little brains.
More of those wretched things.
Whoa, that was a lot of gold on that guy. Holy moly. What's the best way to level? Just go around killing everything? Little dash, man.
Filth. Best keep some distance, or this will be a short fight.
Burn it to death. Notable features: blind sight, opportunity to attack weakened, resistance is none. So it's already damaged. At this level, yeah, okay. AC 7, armor class 7. Okay. 50% chance. So why did it only have a 50% chance? Interesting. You have 50% chance to cast. What was this? Against Cestus, Fiends, and Undead. Okay. Okay. Let's get over here. Are you sure? I'm getting a lot of dialogue options that I've never seen before that are very Dark Urge. Yeah. Did you check the VOD? Oh. That's I. Okay. Oh, give me a second. Let me just do this move. Let me just do this failed move that won't work. Nothing in the custom settings during character creation. You chose custom. Provokes an opportunity to attack. Of course it does. Okay, just do your dumbass attack then. Ha! You got boomed. Boom, 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 boom. Dark Urge. At the bottom. Tags Dark Urge. I didn't select that. That's dumb. No, just do it. Just go for it. See what happens. Does it mean that it's just basically very evil and you just kill everything? Critical mess. Lovely. Critically awful. Can you push it? No?
I can't even catch my breath.
Yeah. How do you think our
Death won't take me yet.
how do you think the cleric feels she can't hit anything?
Survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Isn't there a...
Something good here, I hope.
this one up here as well? Whoa. That's ripped. If you do the follow the hints and choose the options that you like, all the death and gore, eventually you will get a form you can turn into. Really? Does it like... oh wow, she's nearly dead. Jesus.
A welcome rest.
Interesting. Drow poison. Let's just do a long rest. Just temporarily get it done. Just us wants to talk. Okay.
You strike me as the reliable sort. Are you sure this is a good idea?
What a good idea. Oh, okay.
There are lit fuses in our heads. Sooner or later, they're going to blow. Each hour that passes, the thing inside us grows.
What level are you then, Lord?
We need to find a healer. Let's wake up at first light.
12.
Maybe we'll get lucky. We're overdue some
Max
good
level.
fortune. Rest well. We'll need our strength.
How'd you get to the point where you can just yeet and delete everything?
No traps, please.
I don't think I'm gonna need a lot of this stuff. I might keep that, I guess. But just a lot of this stuff I intend on selling later on. Maybe. Don't think I need to carry a fish with me, do I? No, I've got camp supplies, I guess. I've not quite used that yet. Hang on. Equipped. No, it's good. We're laughing at dragon. Hey? It's a bug. If you choose custom character after selecting Dark Age and character, it fails to remove the Dark Age tag. It takes a while. You need to buy or find gear and keep the fish. You move a bear with it in the grove. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the bear. To get to activate the lift. Is that the squirrel you're referring to that I kick, or are you referring to the one that's inside the grove? Alchemy pouch you use. Okay. Keychain you use. Put that there. In fact, that honestly should probably be like here. So if you want custom character, don't select Dark Urge. Not even to preview it. Yeah, nice. Okay, well we'll guess we're Dark Urge now, aren't we? And it's your fault. Definitely your fault. Okay, potions, scrolls and shit. Fish, bomb. Alright, cool. You should have identified that bug before
I'll give it a shot.
I started today's stream. Full rest, just do it. Give me a full rest.
Sickly dreams, deep dread floods you.
Deep red flood.
A broken mind is not like the others who bear the wound.
There's some clean now, not just covered in blood.
Of the past
If you don't click the squirrel, don't kick the squirrel.
Self-overwhelm all other thoughts. Who could you possibly be to be their vessel?
You must have had Dark Age selected and then clicked randomize for the race. Yeah, maybe. I thought I did customize it though.
The oath you awoke with is some faded instinct. What does it even stand for? The lingering traces of your battle intuitions are there, but the sly urge within calls you to use them for harm. You recall waking up, hearing the pounding war drum of blood. How much you treasured the sight of the first corpse you touched.
Whoa.
How cruel your old life must have been.
I went with 3.
And to make you forget.
Interesting to see what this form would be.
You are a shivering and shaking mess. Blood, 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 blood.
So I just want blood then. Gonna get attacked. You can't actually get attacked. Those are always safe. Level up. Where? Wow, that was a huge jump. 13 to 22. Oh my god, he's clipped me. I've been clipped for the first time. Level 1 spell slot unlocked. I've got the same action. Okay, Divine Smite reaction, Divine Smite critical, okay. Right then, fighting style. Great weapon fighting. Oh, okay. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, dueling seems pretty good. I do want a shield. I do like a good old shield. Okay. So that seems pretty good. Wisdom base saved. Getting someone to put down their weapon seems pretty. Hold person and smite. Hold person. Isn't hold person a concentrate though? I don't have hold person here. Got smearing smite. Yeah, I think command is probably good. So it uses 1d8 plus 3 bludgeoning plus 1d6 fire damage, dealing an extra once it down. Set your target on fire. Takes one of every turn, 10 turns. Wow. And burning smite, yeah. Burnings. Bless, heroism, thunderous smite, divine smite, grateful smite, shield of faith. Yeah, nice. Accepted. Oh my god. Okay, she'll do. As is. Alright, let's go this way. For no reason whatsoever. It's definitely the wrong way, but let's go it anyway. What's that? Okay. What's in this wooden trunk? Thieves' tools, I'll take that. A loot, I'll take that. Can sell it later to an idiot. Oh, locked, are you? Okay. I'm not going to bother trying to smash it open. Now, if you crit with an attack, you have a bonus action. You use a free smite attack as a reaction. Bloody hell. Graphics are pretty nice. Roll nice. Oh, oh yes, this guy. Okay, let's go get him.
Harry, I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
The rouge. The rouge is up there. You want to put some rouge on my face, mate? Easy. Stand back.
There. Can you see it?
Trap.
Just a dumb bore. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
Ha!
Don't we? I saw you in the ship. Free. Scuttling about. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacles.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar
I am in league with it.
eyes, prowling dark
I like a good
business
tentacle.
secrets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm.
Hentai stream
The
next
light,
week.
The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
The mind flayers were connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things. Somewhat. And to think. I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards.
Aww.
Apologies.
That's quite alright. Yeah.
A kindred.
Is he a vampire?
My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched.
Do you have to feed him?
A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these worms? Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster.
I thought he was allowed to get into the sun because he
Although,
surpassed
it
those.
hasn't happened yet.
He's got to the point where he can, like he's something to do with royal blood or something. I can't remember.
Someone that can control these things, there might still be time. You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. Although, I accept.
If you let him, do you become vampire?
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty
Oh.
corpse.
Because of the parasite. Ah. Okay, well, he's leveled up anyway, so. Rouge level 2.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Okay. Let's go back down here. You get hide, etc. Do you mean C?
A mind flayer. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured.
Walk around in stealth, yeah.
Compassion. You can't move, can't think. Thinking is
Nearly time to end the stream.
for you. It will be a
Nearly
joy to
time
serve,
to end the
to die
stream.
for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
I want to concentrate. Concentrate. 10. I will no doubt get a 1. Very good.
Your mind's views, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip
Is there?
claws back
What's the
with
point in
a
using him in
voice,
stealth
a
then?
voice locking your mind into obedience.
Could that be useful for, like, for example, breaking him out of the group, disconnecting from the group, going stealth, and then surprise attacking someone? Like, can he full on assassinate? Could you use him to, like, just walk around and kill things but without actually even engaging in combat, or? Oh yeah, I'm gonna fail this check. Wisdom. Cool. Yeah, look at that. See, those are the kind of rolls I get. Oh, it makes it quicker. Okay. It's like a skip scene.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
I like stamping on it.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Random skull. Nice. Was he fucking Shakespeare? Was he doing Hamlet or something?
At the ready.
Ooh, goblins.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking
Sell
the
it.
supplies, maybe.
That's good. I think giving everyone a bow is meant to be quite a good thing, isn't it? Making sure that everyone's sort of got a bow. Oh, cause she can't use a bow. Oh yeah, okay. I read on a guide somewhere that giving everyone a bow can be useful, so that everyone can at least do a range attack. Gaelson's put, yeah, the mage, yeah. What about the stealth thing?
What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somehow.
Intelligence.
What now?
That was the other thing as well, as using each character to do the interactions. Choose the option to bite his hand off. Should I do it as my main? Okay. Let's do it.
Approach the sigil on the stone.
Magic.
Magic
Glitters and swirls from it erratically.
from it erratically.
I should do voiceovers. It's malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Slightly dangerous.
Full stop. Okay, touch. Hey, that hurt, bitch.
A hand? Anyone?
You can bite the hand. I don't even remember that. Okay, slap the hand. Fantasize about hacking off the hand. You've done this playthrough before. You've done a Dark Urge playthrough before, haven't you?
This branch of flesh is begging to be pruned, and its sap sucked from.
That's absolutely mental.
Cross the threshold.
Just covered in blood.
You snap back to realize they have all come true.
Jeez.
You were supposed to lend a hand, not take one.
Joy floods through you.
Am I going to alienate everyone now?
Based on the
What if I want to
mental
sleep with everyone in the party?
You are truly awake, alive.
Oh, God. Is he dead?
Feels like I've lost something.
Spasm grips your
Oh.
chest. Your strength falters. An emptiness grows within you, Paladin. Something has been lost.
Oh, are they conflicting?
Your oath, Paladin.
Ah.
At the close of day, I will be waiting for you. We have much to discuss.
Interesting. So Dark Urge must really conflict with Paladin then. The game ends, really.
You look rabid, pained, sick.
Thanks, mate.
You're spasming and twitching. Oh, poor thing. The norm is to keep dirty thoughts like that to ourselves, but do carry on.
See you, dragon.
You've been dealt a vile hand. I say, play it.
Bye bye.
Play it for all it's worth. They should deny themselves their true nature.
Good night, mate. Alright. I can't see his hand to pick up. I think you lied to me. Or maybe I've already got it. I've already got it. Interesting. Okay. I've got it in my inventory, yeah.
Catch a break.
Okay, go over here. I like to just open up the map and just sort of see everything. I think there's a... Don't think I have the perception here, do I? Oh yeah, this is the goblins. Let's go in and kill these things. If we can. Think I'm strong enough? There's only 3 of us. Get Lizelle first. Okay. She's down by the beach, right? She's this way. Hanging from a tree thing. Yeah, here. She's down there, isn't she? Hit the right before the portal. Oh, the right before the portal down here. No, that doesn't seem right. Isn't she there? Oh, this right before the portal. I see. You meant from the other direction. I think you meant this bit here. Oh, what's that? Yeah, no, the traps.
Broken. Must have been here a while.
Yeah, this is where I remember her being. Yeah, yeah.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. Zorru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as
Yeah.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes? Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
If you kill them, you become an Oathbreaker Paladin. Interesting. What does that open up?
She's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast. You didn't hear it? Shook our camp good,
Oh,
so we
yeah.
came for a look. Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful.
Nymessa.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
I've tried to say please thing, she never does, so I don't even bother.
Observe, listen. You'll hear Robin's voice.
Still alive?
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your sense, but the longer we wait, my people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me. You have made an ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel. Come.
Some necromancy stuff, but you can use gold to get your oath back in camp from the Oathbreaker guy that appears.
A creche must be near. We
So you can just buy it back again. Okay.
pursue nothing.
Good old paladins. Just buy it on back. No choices to be made. Okay. Alright, we're going to leave it there. Fun. Bit of DevOps, bit of work, bit of sysadmin, bit of coding. And then, yeah, I'll probably play it a little bit as well. We'll probably play it a little bit. But okay. I'll see you next week. Maybe I'll stream in the week, I don't know yet. Like this, she's just sort of got one foot up. That's fun. Nice to see you, and it's nice to see you, mate. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. It's probably quite late there now. I don't know, my widget there with London time, but anyway.